All right, guys, we're going to be talking about this shot right here. So let's count it out. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 3. Oh, look at this grass. It's perfectly
nice.
50.
I think I take too long of steps.
There's been some golf coaches that have said the one shot that relates most to every other shot is the 50-yard shot. Like if you could only see a golfer hit one shot and try to guess how good they are, the 50-yard shot. So this, for some reason, correlates. Practicing this shot a lot correlates to getting better.
Yeah.
And practicing your driver a lot might not, you know, I see people do that all the time and then it might not get any better. So what is so important about the 50-yard shot?
If you're a great driver of the golf ball on normal golf courses, you're gonna have a lot of these, right? And you should be able to execute a lot of these to be able to make birdies. What's so important, I think, is that if you're not hitting the driver well, laying up to 50 yards to me.
Yeah, because all the time, like if you're not very good and you hit it somewhere, you can a lot of times at least get it to 50.
Then you can get up and down.
Yeah.
And
then par fives, you're here all the time anyway.
Most of the time, right? If you're not gonna be able to get there. And steering back away from it, you're gonna gain more strokes coming to 50 than you will having a lot of 100-yard shots. So, I mean, obviously we wanna play to our strengths. Dustin Johnson's famous quote, right? What did he say about a 50-yard shot? I don't. He said, I don't. He just avoids it, right? Yeah. And it's a hard shot for guys with a lot of speed. I was in that boat until I understood what I really needed to do. And I think a lot of people—
You said this is a hard shot for guys with a lot of speed?
A lot of speed.
Oh yeah, why?
Yeah, just because realistically, a guy who hits it, 270 taking it back to here might hit it 30 yards. If I've got a lot of speed and I take it back to here, man, this ball is going to go 75 yards. So
if you
they end up
you
decelerating
at 100 yards for sure.
Correct, right? Yeah. So a good friend of mine, Monty Scheinblum, who's as long now as I've seen him in a long time, he's a world long drive champion, and he's like, BJ, like you're long, it's 50 is going to be hard. And I'm like, okay, I get it, especially if I have a tight one. He's like, it's hard because you want to take it back here.
Okay.
And he's like, well, now you have to have a power source or open it up. Well, what happens if you slide under it one time? What are you going to do the next? Yeah. So it's got to be kind of square faced, still pretty narrow, but it's got to be really short. He just says, take your right hand, put it in your right pocket, full acceleration. And for me, it works out. It comes out low in driving.
So if you go back that short, then you can go through it aggressively. Yep. And you don't have to like put a little decel on it or anything fancy.
Yeah, back in 2019, when I first went into the Farmers, I struggled with this shot a lot. I would play it like a 75-yard shot.
Let's show us the way you used to do it.
Yeah, so I used to go open face, a little forward, feel a little 75-yard shot, and I'd hit this high kind of soft one, which I guess I've gotten a lot better at.
And the impact dynamics, I could see that's kind of like open face glancing a little bit with a little of that kind of.
It's got a little bit of spin, but it's just, I can't control the distance that well with that. I would be happy with a lot of 20-footers from that, right? Okay. Back in 19, now that I've gotten a little bit better at it, more square, a little bit more narrow, just because like if I said I'm standing like this and I hit my lob wedge 105 yards, if I stood like this, I couldn't hit it 105 yards like it with a full swing. So for a high soft one, I'll show you in a second.
That helps limit you by making your stance more.
Yeah, I have no more horizontal force, right? So I go still a little bit narrow, but from here I'm going to just feel like I just holster this thing in the right pocket, still let the club set, and then I'm just going to give a little bit of acceleration.
Oh, different, totally different.
And a different sound, right?
There's two numbers.
Yeah. And
2 shots or something. Oh, different, totally different.
For me, I'm just making sure I maintain acceleration with the chest, the head, post up on my left side. I can't really hit that golf ball much harder than that from that position.
You're just putting it pocket high with good set and then just ripping it.
Acceleration, yeah.
Let me try that. Yeah, sure. Yeah, because normally I would be kind of like you were doing before.
Yep.
Got in a golf stance, you keep my weight here, and then I try to be like, this would be normal. I'll try to be like armpit to armpit like that,
Yep. And that's pretty good. I think you can narrow a little bit and enable yourself.
You can see like that sometimes can be fat and thin.
Correct.
Because I'll usually get the right speed out of it with a club head, but then the contact is a little.
That makes sense.
So you're saying go
a little more narrow, just a little wider than that, just a touch wider.
How's that?
A little bit more. Perfect. So I think of it, as the outside of my feet are pretty much on the shoulder sockets. outside of my left foot and my right foot.
Oh, yeah.
I draw a line straight up, it's shoulder side.
So then we're going pocket and then
Yep.
release it.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, that was nice.
Oh yeah,
And
that's
crispy.
juicier. It'd be normal. Try to be like armpit to armpit,
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, that was nice.
Oh yeah,
And
that's
crispy.
juicier.
Yeah,
That's really good.
really good.
Cool. Short, quick one. I think that'll really help. And all right, great. So if you guys want to see more about BJ, click the subscribe button to this channel. We have a lot of videos with BJ coming out. And you can also see him in Southern California. Around the Irvine area, he's teaching at No Bogeys Golf and some other places in between, because he's still playing a lot. So in between his PGA Tour qualifiers and Q School and things like that, he's still he's teaching, and should really take advantage of that. Thank you.
Thank you.
See you
A lot
later.
of fun.
Bye.